What's good, guys? Welcome back to the channel and welcome to the 12-week year plan. I'm Steph if you're new here, and this is where we're going to be doing the 12-week year plan where we focus on a specific task for 12 weeks. So that way we can build our consistency up, our discipline, and really take a hold of our lives. So if you want to join me, you should definitely check out episode 0. It'll be linked down below, because we're on a mission to becoming the women that we envision. So welcome. And welcome back for those that have been following me. I appreciate you guys so much. But we here. So let's get into the 12-week year plan. Week year plan is all about, like I said, focusing on consistency. We are focusing on our YouTube because this is where I lack the most consistency. I know. So week 1 is all about preparation. Every week is going to have a theme. So that way we don't feel overwhelmed, we don't feel burnt out, and we will be able to show what we're doing, right? So week 1, let's get into the preparation and the things that I'm going to be utilizing in order to stay ahead of the 12-week year plan. And so before we get into prep mode, which is our week's theme, remember I said each week is going to have a theme. I want to go over my analytics because this is prep mode. So we need to have it all laid out for you guys. So currently I am sitting at 5,935 subscribers. Let's look at my watch time. I feel like these watch times do not be accurate. Every time I upload, I feel like the numbers are not accurate, but whatever. So currently right now I am at 590 valid public watch hours. So that is the analytics for us. And we are hoping to grow. Our goal is to, in these 12 weeks, is to get 500 subscribers and to get at least halfway to this watch time hours. In order for the 12-week year plan to be successful, we have to utilize some things because I have ADHD. My mind can be sporadic. So I bought a couple things this time that's different. We're going to be you probably can't see it, but this is a daily planner. We need things that we can visualize. We have our sticky Post-it notes and we have our handy dandy big calendar. And I also have this because I like to type out the top 3. So I only grabbed this because I did have it last time, but we're still going to keep it in the system of rotation. So let's start working on our sticky notes because the goal is, yes, I'm going to have my big calendar, but my big calendar sits in my dining room. So it's not really seeable, but I still want to plan my stuff out. So when I come from the kitchen to the dining room to my office, I can look at what we are doing because we're going to have designated days for the week. Okay. And I'm also going to be utilizing Trello. Trello is an amazing app. This is not sponsored. It's an amazing app where you can create your content board and you can also put in things on the calendar as a power up. So we're going to use sticky notes so that way we can see things. We're going to use a daily planner so that way it's in front of us, right on my desk. We're going to actually upload our entire schedule onto the big calendar, and we'll have other things as extras as needed because, again, when you have ADHD, you need things in front of you, and that's why your girl failed the first time. All right, so now that you've seen the big, beautiful calendar, like I said, this is gonna go on my dining so that way I can see it in the morning. So let's explain it, because this is what week 1 is all about. Week 1 is prep mode. We're getting into the mode of being able to move into week 2, which is the reset. So hopefully I can show you guys on the screen, because yeah. Anyways, so what I will be utilizing for is my online stuff where I can see and visualize as well. Because again, you have ADHD, you have to have multiple things, because your mind, if you don't see it, or if I don't automatically have it on my Trello account, won't get done. So Mondays will be designated scripting days. Wednesdays will be film day. And then the next day, Thursday, will be editing days. And then I will upload on Sundays. I feel like Sundays are kind of good, but this does not mean, let me add this. This does not mean that things won't change. It's just I'm trying to get in a routine and put days to the task, because when you put days to the task, it for some reason, it works wonders in your brain. Like, okay, I have to do X, Y, Z on this specific day. So in Trello, this is where I like to put my ideas. And I like to put my ideas on Trello because it's a very easy website to navigate, because you can also utilize the online calendar as well. Again, I know some things might seem redundant, but in order for this to work for me, I have to put things where I need them. Because again, sometimes I may not see that. Well, I will see that because it's bright yellow, but sometimes your mind doesn't pay attention. So in Trello, I have the ideas tab, and then, should I screen record this shit? I'll screen record it later. So I have an ideas tab. I have a scripting, film day, editing day, film upload day, and then my podcast series, which I will get back to, but that's at another time. So in the ideas tab, this is where I like to just throw things where my mind is thinking of something. Maybe I hear it. Maybe someone tells me, hey, Steph, I need you to check out this case for me. I'm going to throw it in the ideas. And what happens in this task is it moves directly into the scripting tab. And the scripting will allow me to choose whichever option that I want to utilize, because sometimes I may not want to talk about a specific topic. So it just really depends. And then say, like, you see the ones that are in green, I'll move it on over to the film day. And let me click. So when I click on Missing Lovely Angie Brooks, which I did do a video on, go watch it. She disappeared back in January 10th of 2023. So I like to write details about the case or whatever I'm talking about. So that way, when I go in here, I know exactly what I'm talking about. And now that I have my computer set up a little bit better now, I can have it in front of me in case, because I try to memorize when I'm doing cases. So I can look at it and say, you know what? Okay, boom, this is the next thing that I need to discuss. And I like to kind of do it in that way. So that's what scripting is. Then film day, again, that's when I set it. I already set it to the day. So that way I know, like, you know what? We're gonna film this on Wednesday. What's the next date? The 9th. The 9th. So I'm gonna designate something, beeping a damn horn, to that day. And then I'll film it. And then for me, sometimes I like to get started quick with editing, because I don't know why, like, my brain will work like that, but I do have a designated day for editing, which will be on Thursdays, but sometimes it might be on Wednesdays, but I'm just giving the task a day. That's why I said sometimes it may switch up a little bit, or I may upload 2 times a week. So although I designated Sundays as my upload day, that is my commitment to you guys. So you might get a video on Wednesdays, because for some reason I like Wednesdays. I don't know why. So that's just to set a task. So remember that. Set your task to a day. So that way you know what you need to be doing. Anything extra is a bonus. Okay? So that's Trello. And I will show you guys the app, the calendar power up. I wish I had something on my calendar, but next week maybe you'll see it on there. But either way, what'll happen is I have it color coded. Let me go back to my board. I have it color coded so that way when I put it on my calendar, I can check it off and you'll be able to see, I'll show you some examples when I edit this or whatever. But that is my preparation mode. And then this will be, I wanted to do this because it's easier just to peel off versus using like this. I'm going to actually write in this as my top 3, plan my day as well. Because why? Again, my brain works very differently. So I'll be able to set my top priorities, which is my top 3, which I like to do. And I might even put it on the thing so that way it's in front of me even while I write. I know it might seem like it's a lot, but sometimes you have to put things in a specific way for your brain to really work. So I feel like that should work really great because I see my weeks which have the theme, and we'll go from there. We will go from there.